What is good, guys? What is good? It's your boy Shady Luke back with another video. This time a film review on Isaac TeSlaa from the Detroit Lions. You'll see right here. So it says TeSlaa. It's actually spelled like when it's previewed, it's capital T, lowercase e, capital S, and then LAA, lowercase. Just so you know, that's how it's actually previewed. But this wide receiver, this rookie was nasty, and he didn't even really get that much exposure, bro. So you see right here, he only had 239 receiving yards. I mean, just look at it. Like he just was not targeted a lot. He literally only had, what was it, 26 targets? And I mean, that's decent, right, for a rookie, but 26 targets. And understandably, in an offense like that where it's stacked, you know, you got a lot of weapons past season with David Montgomery there. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jameson Williams, along with Amon-Ra. Then you have him as that third option. So understandably, I could see why having a rookie just not have a high volume of like catches in his rookie year makes sense, especially with the struggling offense the way it was this past year. But I think he's incredible. So let's hop straight into the film. You see him up at the top right there, up against this Green Bay Packers defensive back, and watch him on this play. Looks like the Lions are coming out in a 2x2 look on each side. And look at him run that fade, and look at him go up for that pass, bro. Like, look at that. Super aggressive at the point of the catch, goes up, snags that thing right out of the air, keeps his feet in bound, bro. I didn't watch this game, but I saw the highlight and I was like, holy shit. Like, look at that. I mean, this DB, he was playing it decent, right? He got bit inside a little bit, kind of allowed for him to get open in the end zone right there. But I mean, defensive back is kind of there to make a play, but it's near the sidelines. You see the defensive back going up with his right hand. This was a tough catch. He needs to keep his feet in bound, go up for it. That's exactly what he did right here. And look at that. Comes down with the pass. Just insane. Insane, dude. I mean, he's sitting at 6'4", 215 pounds. We all know how big Puka Nacua is. Puka Nacua looks big. Puka Nacua is 6'2". Isaac TeSlaa is 6'4", around the same height. And he may be a little bit faster. Like, he legit may be a little bit faster than Puka Nacua. All right, and let's go to this highlight right here. So it looks like they're up against the Chicago Bears. A little bit of in-division beef. We got him on the stacks on the line of scrimmage up at down at the bottom right here. Let's see what he can do up against Chicago Bears on this play. And look at that. I know my big head is in the way. Let me move my head real quick. Watch this. Watch this. And I mean, that defensive back was literally all over that. I thought it was pretty, honestly, good, decent play by the cornerback. Like, he was all up in the hip of Isaac TeSlaa, kind of driving him toward the sidelines. But Isaac TeSlaa continues to get, like, you know, downfield, along with tacking the ball, right? Like I said, he's being kind of forced out of bounds right here. And this is a very, very tough, tight window catch. And look at that. The defensive back is all over him, bro. It's like mugging him, right? Look at this. Goes up with one hand, snags that thing inbounds, deep downfield. I mean, for a rookie, I mean, he's putting on a show, bro. If I remember right, this was their second game of the season too. I could be wrong on that, but when I charted, I swear this was the second game. But look at that catch, bro. 6'4". You give Jared Goff an option like this that's super big, just go up and get it. And I mean, that's exactly what this rookie did. Look at that. It's absolutely insane. All right, then we have this play up against the Green Bay Packers. Looks like they're coming out split wide receivers, a 1-1 look. We got him up at the top of the screen right here. Let's see what he does on this play. I mean, look at that. He's just going to hit a deep dig. Kind of gets open in back of the zone. Look at that. Defensive backs kind of lose him a little bit. Gets open right here. And look at that. Jared Goff throws it low. He reels it in. Make sure he secures that catch, right? You wouldn't want to drop it right there as a rookie, bro. You gotta have a good showcase, especially in your first year. And every time Isaac TeSlaa got like an opportunity on most of these passes, he made the most of it. I'm gonna say that right now. Like, every time I watched in the little targets he would get, dude, he was reeling in everything. Like, look at this. Deep dig, breaks in, literally runs his route really clean too. Doesn't fade up, doesn't drift up, runs it flat. Jared Goff lays it on him. Boom, that's 6. Can't ask for any better than that. All right, then on this play up against Green Bay, again, looks like we got not again. I guess we got a 2-1 look. So we got two wide receivers up at the top. Then we got Isaac TeSlaa down here at the bottom. Let's see what he does on this play up against Green Bay. And I mean, he's just going to hit a crosser. And that catch is crazy. Like, I cannot emphasize this enough. A lot of his catches are very, very aggressive. Almost as if he's like a tight end, right? But we all know he's not a tight end. But I mean, look at this, bro. He just outruns the defensive back. Look at that. 25's trailing. He's not going to be able to catch up. And look at that. Jared Goff lays it out in front of him. He just lays out for that pass. Absolutely love when a wide receiver lays out for a pass and ends up snagging that thing. Like, not only is it clutch on their end to kind of like lay out and not try to protect their body, you're sacrificing your body, but it also looks dope as hell. Look at him lay out for that, dude. Too money. All right, then on this play, looks like the Detroit Lions are up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, looks like we got stacks look on each side. Got Isaac TeSlaa down here at the bottom. Let's see what he does on this play. And look at that. He's just going to hit a stick. Did a really good job of selling it too. Jared Goff just lays it on him. Catch him in his zone coverage. See that soft little spot right there? He posts up. Give Jared Goff a nice little easy target. Catches the ball. Gets upfield. Boom. Look at that. Too easy. Not everything needs to be spectacular downfield, right? Look at that. Nice, easy little stick. Jared Goff lays it on him. Gets upfield. Boom. Little bit of yak. Little bit of yak too. Look at that. Yes, sir. Okay. On this play, another one up against Pittsburgh. Looks like we got a 2-1 look with Jameson down here on his own. Looks like we got Isaac TeSlaa in the slot right here. Let's see what he does on this play. Look at that. He's going to hit the seam. And listen, I tried to get... He didn't get a lot of targets. Notice how a lot of these targets are just really difficult passes. But he's reeling in most of them. That's why I'm so impressed with this dude. I'm like, you give him a higher volume of like catches, he's probably gonna reel in a lot of them. But I mean, look at this dude. Slides past this defender right here, hits the seam, safety over the top, knows he's about to get popped, goes up and snags this thing out of the air. Literally snags that thing out of the air. Knows the safety's coming down to lay a pop, doesn't care, reels that in. Just literally absorbs the hit and gets 6. Like, Jared Goff is like, bro, I know he's going to catch it. Look at that. Boom. Takes on the hit. And you know when those safeties are, like, prowling over the top, you got the cornerback kind of, like, trailing behind you. It may not seem scary watching it on TV, but let's be real, bro. Like, it's more scary than it looks, in my opinion. So I thought this was a really good catch by Isaac TeSlaa. All right, on this play, looks like we're coming out in a 2-2 look. Got stacks down here at the bottom. Isaac TeSlaa as the wideout down here at the bottom. Let's see what he does on this play up against... who are they playing right here? Oh, I think it's Minnesota. But look at that. Deep dig route. Super deep dig route, but he ran it really well. He runs his routes really clean. Like his 4.43 speed that he ran in the 40, it matches with what you see on tape. Because... you know, when you get like a big wide receiver like him, like look at that. Runs right past the defensive back, gives Jared Goff a nice option. But it was a really clean dig route. But sometimes when you get larger body wide receivers like that, and I mean, we see some guys are just really good on their feet, even when they're super tall. But some guys, they get a little bit clunky when they get that tall, right? But for whatever reason, this dude, he just flies really smooth on his routes. And honestly, looks like he's like a 5'11" wide receiver. Look at that. Just makes it look really natural. His footwork is really good. Yeah, bro, I really like Isaac TeSlaa. And I know, like I said, he didn't, and like we looked at, he didn't have like a high volume of catches or anything. But I think in his second year with an OC that's not Dan Campbell, and by the way, I think Dan Campbell did all he could do with everything that was going on. I do think that this upcoming year, we could see a nasty trio with the Detroit Lions. Like, legit. I think Isaac TeSlaa is a very, very good wide receiver. I think I'm just saying. I'm not sitting here and like how I said, like, he's taller, he's bigger than Puka and all that. I'm just saying, I would not be shocked if this dude had like 1,000-yard receiving season if something were to happen with the offense, injury goes down. Not hoping for that, but he's extremely talented, and with the new OC, I'm expecting them to really open up this offense. Even Arizona's offense, like with everything how their season went and shit, they still were slinging that thing down the field. So I'm expecting them to like really make this dude kind of pop off. But I don't know, man. You guys let me know what you guys think about Isaac TeSlaa. I think he's literally insane. I think they're just have him literally like held up in a box right now, just waiting to be unlocked. But you guys let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe to your boy. All we do is talk football. And yeah, man, appreciate you watching. It's your boy Shady Luke, and I'm outie. Deuces.